The movie begins with a spectacular return. A group of magicians known as the Horsemen is putting on a magic show. This is their first performance in 10 years, and the excitement is so high that the hall is completely packed with adoring fans. On stage, a young man named Danny steps forward. He explains to the crowd that they are about to witness a brand new trick never seen before. He points to a spot beside him, and a magician named Merritt appears, telling the audience to brace themselves for a massive performance. Danny then points to a high platform, revealing the third magician, Jack. Jack speaks to the crowd and gestures toward a dark corner of the stage, where the fourth and final magician, Henley, materializes. The crowd goes wild and the show officially begins. The magicians move through the aisles, distributing playing cards to the audience, looking for a volunteer. They select a man named Bert to join them on stage. Merritt performs a hypnosis trick, putting Bert to sleep while he's standing upright. He then asks Henley to project her spirit inside Bert's body for the next phase. Henley and then the rest of the magicians seemingly vanish into Bert's body. Suddenly, the young man acting as the vessel starts moving and speaking with the distinct voices of all four magicians, as if they are controlling him from the inside. Possessed by the magicians, the young man points to a specific person in the audience who was also named Bert. He reveals that this Bert is actually here to expose their tricks. Merritt, speaking through the vessel, decides to punish him. He produces Bert's phone and the phones of his friends, revealing that the victim on stage had actually stolen these phones from people moments before the show started. The magicians then instruct the audience to take the playing cards they received and pour alcohol on them. As the liquid hits the paper, a series of numbers magically appears. The Horsemen announce that these are the secret PIN codes to Bert's private bank accounts. A girl in the audience tries typing the numbers into her banking app, and instantly $50,000 is transferred to her. Moments later, parts of Bert's money start hitting the accounts of everyone in the hall, effectively distributing his wealth to the crowd. Bert is furious and vows revenge. Suddenly, the magicians reappear on stage. They warn the crowd that the police are on their way and tell everyone to vanish. The magicians and the young man who was with them disappear into thin air. Bert rushes the stage, searching backstage frantically but finds no one. He realizes the entire show was a fake. It was all done with advanced holograms, and the magicians were never actually there. Later, the young man who mimicked the magicians returns home. His name is Basso, and he is with his friends Charlie and Joan. It turns out Joan was the one who pickpocketed the phone from Bert earlier. We learn that Basso mimicked the magicians and programmed the holograms to pull off the robbery against Bert. He doesn't actually know the real Horsemen, nor has he ever met them, but he is obsessed with them. He has memorized every single one of their moves to perfection. While the three friends are talking, the real Danny suddenly appears before them. He warns them that the police could track them down at any moment for using the Horseman's name to scam people, especially since the real team has retired and Danny now works alone. However, Danny isn't angry. He is actually impressed that they succeeded. He offers them a chance to join him on a new mission to steal a priceless gem. Without hesitation, they agree, thrilled to work with their idol. The scene shifts to South Africa. Veronica, the head of a diamond mining company, is meeting with her board of directors. She announces her decision to sell the Heart gem. While many consider it priceless, its market value is around $300 million. She tells the board she plans to move the gem to Antwerp, Belgium to authenticate it. The board agrees. The next day, Danny and his new team arrive in Belgium. Danny briefs them on the security. The gem is hidden in an armored vehicle inside a building located 70 floors underground. The facility is guarded 24/7 and protected by thermal sensors that detect body heat. Danny plans to steal it as soon as it arrives, claiming the mission is ordered by the Eye, the famous secret society of magicians. The following day, Veronica is getting dressed for the gala where the gem will be displayed. Suddenly, her private phone rings. A stranger on the line tells her he wants the Heart gem and that he's going to steal it from her, just like she stole the life of a child 15 years ago. He shows her a small toy that belonged to the boy. Veronica is visibly shaken because she doesn't know who is speaking. Meanwhile, at the airport, Danny and his team intercept the photographer hired for Veronica's party. Danny plans to kidnap him and take his place to get close to the gem. That night, the party begins. Veronica tries to give a speech about the importance of the gem to the guests. Danny steps forward, still in disguise, and starts mocking the gem. He tells her that he trades in illusions just like she does, and diamonds are worthless rocks that wealthy merchants like them have tricked people into valuing. Veronica gets nervous. She wants to ask if he is the caller from the phone, but she backs off to avoid looking crazy in front of her guests. She leaves him to go take photos with her gem. It is revealed that Bosso is dressed as the photographer, with Charlie and Joan acting as his assistants. Bosso takes photos of Veronica with the diamond. Once she is done, Bosso and his friends change clothes and re-enter the party. Bosso interrupts Veronica's speech, loudly accusing her and her company of being thieves who plunder Africa's wealth and destroy the climate with their mining, endangering lives. The guards grab him to throw him out. Danny then interrupts again, exposing Veronica's crimes to the crowd and revealing that the gem she is holding is a fake. Panicked, Veronica takes the gem out of its case and it suddenly explodes. In the confusion, Danny reveals he has the real gem, which he swiped while she was being photographed. The guards attack Danny to recover it, but suddenly one of the original horsemen, Jack, appears out of nowhere. He fights off the guards and grabs Danny, helping him and the rest of the team escape. A massive brawl breaks out between the guards and the magician team, but Danny and his friends manage to get away, taking Bosso with them.
They head for the roof to catch a getaway helicopter. Guards chase them up the stairs, but the magician, Henley, appears and takes down the pursuers. When they reach the roof, Merritt steps out and uses hypnosis to put a group of guards to sleep. More guards arrive and see the magicians boarding the helicopter. They rush the aircraft, but as soon as they touch it, they realize it's an illusion, just a projected image. The helicopter isn't real. The scene cuts to the ocean, where the magicians are safe on a boat. They escape the roof by using high wire cables to slide from the building to the boat. Danny is annoyed to see the old team back in his life. He tells them he doesn't want to work with them, especially after they split up years ago. He recounts a failed mission in Russia with their leader, Dylan, where Dylan was arrested. After that, the team fell apart. Henley got married and tried to live a normal life, and another magician, Lula, left for France. They have been estranged ever since. Bosso asks why they all showed up at Veronica's party. They reveal that each of them received a playing card invitation from the Eye, ordering them to steal the gem. Danny is shocked. He received the exact same card. He realizes the Eye is reuniting them. They combine their 4 cards and the pattern forms a map pointing to a palace in France. The next day, the entire team arrives at an abandoned palace in France. The gate is strange, built like a puzzle. Charlie approaches it, solves the riddle, and opens the door. Inside, they find the entire house is built with magical engineering. They are amazed. Suddenly, Thaddeus appears. He is an old man who years ago made a living exposing the tricks of Danny's father. He was present the day Danny's father died trying to escape a safe underwater. He failed to pick the lock and drowned. Thaddeus tells them he received a message from the Eye to prepare the palace for them, but he doesn't know why they are here. The team searches the massive palace for a new message from the Eye, but finds nothing. They regroup in the lounge, performing tricks to pass the time. Charlie notices an old portrait of a magician. He approaches it carefully. When he touches it, his hand passes through the painting. Inside, he finds a hidden dossier. They read the documents which expose Veronica's dark past. Years ago, Veronica lived with her parents. Her mother committed suicide after discovering her husband was having an affair with a maid and had a secret child, a 15-year-old boy. Veronica witnessed everything. A week later, the maid and her son died in a car accident. Police found the brakes had been cut. The team realizes Veronica murdered them to avenge her mother. The toy sent to Veronica was the boys. They understand that the Eye had them steal the gems specifically to lure Veronica out and expose her history. Suddenly, the police arrive. Veronica, who controls the city's authorities, sent them. They raid the palace. After a long chase, Merritt, Joan, and Jack are captured. Thaddeus is shot and dies. The rest of the team flees to the basement. Danny wants to cut their losses and run, but Henley refuses. She vows to save the others. The next day, Veronica visits the city prison to interrogate Merritt. She demands the gem. Merritt tells her he knows she killed the maid and the boy. Veronica is terrified that her secret is out. She leaves to question Joan. Just then, a strange old woman enters the jail. Seemingly arrested, she collapses, her hand twisting in a gruesome broken angle. The guard panics and runs for a medic. Immediately, the old woman stands up and snaps her hand back. It's Lula, the master magician from France, in disguise. She breaks into the cells to free the team. Merritt runs to save Joan, who was fighting guards. He tells her to escape while he holds them off. She gets away with Lula, but Merritt is captured again. Veronica tells him she won't release him until she gets her gem back. The team sees on the news that Veronica is hosting a car launch in Abu Dhabi to reveal a new vehicle designed by her company. They decide to use the event to save Merritt. They travel to Abu Dhabi and publicly announce a Four Horsemen performance, inviting the whole city. Danny calls Veronica and offers a trade, the gem for Merritt. She agrees. At the event, Boso, Charlie, and Joan pose as journalists covering the car launch. Boso seizes a moment to jump into the display car and speeds off. Guards and police chase him. Meanwhile, Danny meets Veronica and hands over the gem. She orders her men to bring Merritt, but when she hears her car has been stolen, she snaps. She decides to kill them all. A trap door opens beneath the horsemen, dropping them into a glass box on the floor below. Veronica gloats, telling them sand will pour in until they are buried alive. Boso is caught after a long chase. In the police car, he manages to uncuff himself, then uncuffs the officers to the vehicle and escapes to save his friends. Back at the trap, sand is pouring into the glass box. Jack tries to break the ceiling grid with a pipe, but he accidentally ruptures a water line. Now water mixes with sand, creating a deadly sludge. Just as they are about to drown, Henley uses her diamond ring to crack the glass. The pressure blows the box open, spilling water and sand everywhere. They survive. Veronica is now driving her personal car toward her secret headquarters in the desert. Believing she has won, she arrives, takes a gun from her guard, and descends 70 floors underground to meet the blackmailer who started this whole mess. The man turns around. It is Charlie. Veronica is stunned. Charlie explains he is her brother. He didn't die in the car crash years ago. Charlie explains he survived, spent years learning magic, and plotted his revenge. He was the one who sent the messages from the Eye to gather the horsemen. He manipulated everyone to get to this moment. Veronica shoots him and grabs the gem, but Charlie stands up unharmed. He tells her she has been tricked again. Suddenly, the walls of the bunker fall away. Veronica isn't deep underground. She is standing on the main stage of the Horseman show in Abu Dhabi, surrounded by a massive audience. Charlie reveals the entire journey was an illusion. When she was driving, Henley used optics to make the inside of a moving truck look like the road. Her secret base was a set built by the team. The elevator was a box they moved onto the stage. The guard she took the gun from was Boso in disguise. Veronica stands frozen, her crimes exposed to the world. Charlie orders the guards to arrest her. He announces to the crowd that he will sell the gem and liquidate Veronica's entire empire to distribute the wealth, as he only wanted justice, not money. The next day, a package arrives for the team. It contains a hologram message from their old leader, Dylan. He revealed he was never in prison. He faked it to hide and test the team's loyalty. He officially welcomed the new members, Boso, Joan, and Charlie, into the Real Eye Society to work alongside the Four Horsemen. The movie ends.